Good morning. Welcome to your English 6 teaching and assessment of the macro skills. So this is going to be your orientation video, and I will be discussing the topics that we will be covering for this course, the overview as to what to expect for the next 5 to 6 months, and of course your requirements. What are the projects that you are going to be required to submit in the midterm and in the final period. So I will be sharing my screen so that you can see my copy of the syllabus and so that I can project it to the class, and then you will be guided as to what to expect for this semester. So please keep in mind, please bear in mind that I am still undergoing some revisions on this course syllabus, so there might still be some changes, but more or less the details of the topics that will be covered will be the same. Okay, so let me just share my screen just a little bit. Where is my syllabus? Okay, so here you go. So of course, as I've mentioned to everyone, this is English 6. The course descriptive title is Teaching and Assessment of the Macro Skills. And the prerequisite for this course is English 2, Language, Culture, and Society. So let me just give a brief warning to the class that if you haven't taken English 2 yet, or if you don't have a passing grade from this subject, your English 6 will not be credited. So if there is a problem with this, please do send me a message so that I could take a look at the details for you. All right, so let's proceed. So this is English 6, as I've mentioned, and as per the CHED memo, the course description for English 6 would be this is a 54-hour, 3-unit course that explores the nature of reading, the theoretical basis, principles, methods, strategies in teaching and assessing reading, and also it seeks to familiarize students with the various strategies like pre-reading, during reading, and post-reading. Okay, so I'll be doing some changes to the course learning outcomes, but basically, as I've mentioned in our group chat, you are going to be submitting a major or a big scale project for your midterm and then another one for your finals. Okay, so let's proceed to the topics that we are covering for this course. So you can see it on your screen. After the preliminaries are covered, we will go into the introductory topics. So of course, in the introductory topics, we're going to talk about how do we define reading? What are the types of reading? What are the classifications of reading? The stages in reading? Why is reading considered as a developmental skill? What are the characteristics that make reading developmental? Then we're going to talk about the theories of teaching reading. These are the theories that we can employ when we undergo reading instruction or when we teach the reading skill to our students. So we have the top-down theory, the bottom-up theory, interactive approach, the literary approach, and of course there might be some new additions to this and trends and based on the most recent reading researches. So we are going to incorporate that as well. And then later on, we're going to talk about how to teach reading, like the first steps of reading and writing. What are the skills needed or the building blocks in making or in developing reading among our students? How do we make meaning when we read? And how can we help our students become better readers? And of course, we are also going to talk about how to assess reading and how we are going to make sure that our students are able to adapt or adjust to various situations that will require them to be flexible. So all in all, this series of topics is designed to be covered in 52 hours. So that's the span of the 5 to 6 months that we have for this semester. Now, I will not be discussing anymore the grading system because the grading system is still the same that we had last semester. So, I think that would be redundant and it would be boring if we go into that again. But please keep in mind, please bear in mind that your target or your goal is to have a grade of 2.2 or higher, so that you will be your status will be secured in the College of Education. Now, let's talk about the major requirements or the term requirements for this course. As I've mentioned, this there will be a big scale project that will be required for the class for the midterm and then another one for the finals. And that is because we are going to use, or I'm going to use a project-based learning as a strategy for the course for this entire semester. So all of the activities that you're going to do in class, I mean face to face, while you are here in school, would be towards completing or meeting the requirements in the midterm and in the final. So in the midterms, your requirement is to do a needs analysis and to come up with a proposal that will address the needs that you have found out from the needs analysis. And then in the final period, you're going to implement your proposal and come up with a program that will hopefully address the areas of opportunity that you have found out or that you have researched about in your midterms. So the key to remember here is that you are going to use the things that you will learn from the class in order to comply or to meet with those projects. So in essence, you're not directly going to be memorizing what are the strategies, what are the theories that you can use in the reading classroom, but you are going to use it in a real world situation. And that I think would be a better measure of whether or not you have acquired the minimum competencies for this course. So please do expect that there will be activities that we are going to do in online and offline in the Google Classroom or in the LMS, SSU LMS, as well as on a face-to-face classroom. And that's because paired with the project-based learning, I will also be using the flipped learning or flipped classroom for this course, meaning that you're supposed to do all the legwork, all the hard work. You're supposed to learn the concepts by reading the materials that I will be uploading, viewing the videos that I will be uploading in our Google Classroom. And when you come to school, when you come to class, you are expected to have already learned and acquired the lower order thinking skills when it pertains to those concepts, so that when you are in class or when you are face to face, when we are face to face, all you have to do is apply what you have learned in doing the exercises and activities that I have prepared for our face to face classes. So therefore, I would encourage everyone to be more interactive and proactive in the class, meaning do not just sit there and just wait for your teacher to assign or give you quizzes or give you exercises. When you're reading the module and when you're reading the reading materials in our Google Classroom and you find something that is not clear or something that is contradicting to what you know, please do raise some comments or write them some comments so that that will start a conversation, and hopefully you and your classmates will be able to learn something from that conversation. Anyway, so I think I've already used up a lot of time, so I think that would cover all of the major things that I wanted to cover in this video. If there is anything that I missed, please feel free to comment or to uh, shoot me a message in our group chat. Thank you very much and have a good day.